Alright. Yes, I know. I already uploaded one, but we're gonna upload another one. We are going to play Just to Impress. I want you guys to tell me in the comments which one you want me to do next. It's between 99 Nights in the Forest and I don't know what. I'll have to look. Oh wait, no, not that. I know I should sleep, but the voices in my head go dun 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 dun. Who's that girl walking over there? Hold on, I need to do this like this.
The official report detailed how a nearly psychotic man
You just want attention. You don't want no. Oh.
The orca's attack on Dukes may have been caught on camera to confirm images of the orca swimming around with Dukes on his back.
Hold on. I know, I should sleep.
Daniel Dukes was indeed a troubled individual.
Oh, new seashell minigame. Midnight Masquerade.
He will instead be remembered as Pilgrim's second victim and the first significant incident.
Alright. Midnight Masquerade. That's
much to make SeaWorld sit up and take notice. In 2010, Pilgrim was killed again in a manner that would shock the entire world. In front of a live audience, Tillicum would attack and kill trainer Dawn Pachoa, revealing a dark side to Orca, who thought nothing of attacking someone he had trained with for several weeks. The big question is,
I know I should sleep, but the voices in it. Don't mind what my game is doing right now.
These magnificent giant marine mammals live the equivalent of a human life in a prison cell without being harmed. The whales got bored, and when they do, they kill for sport, just like in the ocean. Be it a shark, a dolphin, or a human, they are different. Do you agree that such large animals should not be kept in captivity because the inevitable is bound to happen? When star trainer Alexis Martinez was dragged underwater by Kato, a killer whale, he knew for certain he was living his last moments on Earth. Just minutes
before,
the training session at Mountain Breach which is a routine session at Laurel Park Zoo in the Canary Islands. Both man and beast need each other well. They needed to make their Christmas Eve show special, but suddenly, the whale became the killer it was known to be. Alexis did not even get time to surface as a 6,600-pound orca rammed into it, battering his vital organs and dragging him deeper into the tank. Not satisfied, the orca crushed his bones as trainers watched from above, waiting for Alexis to surface. This is the tragic tale of Alexis Martinez, a man who wanted nothing but living dream of working with killer whales. The tragic death of Alexis Martinez by Kato, the killer whale, was terrifying. It stunned the trainers and eyewitnesses trying to figure out what was happening. Both Martinez and Kato had always looked so good together, so what went wrong? Christmas Eve show is always a crowd puller at SeaWorld, and who better at the showstopper than Alexis Martinez and his favorite orca, Kato? Everyone knew them as friends. They were considered the best and had performed several shows without incident. It was 2009, 3 years into Alexis Martinez's career, and his routine with Kato was chosen for the Christmas Eve show, an event always reserved for the most reliable performer. It was Alexis's big challenge and the ultimate test of his career. However, something in him picked at his brain. He wasn't quite ready for it. A few days earlier, he confided in his fiancée, Estonia, saying he was so tired. Alexis even revealed how the killer whales were growing disobedient, disruptive, and aggressive. It seemed that Alexis knew something bad was coming, but he didn't expect he would end up being the victim of his own gut feeling. Alexis Martinez grew up in Spain and had loved animals since he was a young boy. However, in 2004 he became static when he learned the zoo would receive 4 orcas from SeaWorld. These whales would soon become part of the new ocean world, Flora Parker, and would be performing as well. Alexis applied for the orca training program and was accepted. As he learned the ropes, he grew accustomed to the whales and soon became a popular trainer with the animals. Little did he realize how his dream would soon come to a tragic end. Alexis gained a lot of experience at Laurel Park as an orca trainer. His fiancée, Estonia Rodriguez, said he was completely committed to his job. Alexis worked tirelessly at the Orca Ocean Department so that his routines would be perfect with these beautiful beasts. He soon became a favorite with the crowds, and Royal Parker soon became a popular destination for tourists in Tenerife. Alexis, an accomplished trainer, was the leading performer in showcasing the mighty killer whales and the awesome tricks that they were trained to do. It was Alexis who took charge of the rehearsals for every show. The staff at the park liked Alexis. He was a cooperative and courteous young man. As Alexis grew closer to the orcas, he realized the unseen problems associated with the job. Alexis began observing how the killer whales weren't entirely happy, while other staff denied that there was something wrong with the whales. He began to have safety concerns about them and noticed that they were becoming restless. The whales would not respond to commands like before, especially Cato. Cato was a 6,600-pound orca born in 1995 in captivity in SeaWorld. All his life, he knew nothing except living in a claustrophobic tank and entertaining crowds across the USA. In 2006, Cato suddenly found himself being transported a huge distance across the ocean to Laura Park. Unlike other whales captured from the ocean, Cato did not show much aggression, nor did he ever show signs of distress or rebellion. On December 24, 2009, Alexis found Cato in a good mood. That was a good sign. It made Alexis' job easy. He entered the tank, swimming alongside Cato as he had always done before. He wanted the training session to go smoothly, making sure everything was right. He instructed other staff members around the enclosure to pick up any unwelcome gestures, but there were none. Rehearsing alongside with Alexis was fellow trainer Brian Rokeach, who positioned himself on the stage. The move Alexis attempted to rehearse was common. It had been done in SeaWorld several times. It was an awesome sight. He would dive in the water with Cato and swim in the whale's nose. It would look like a majestic and dramatic sight, like Aquaman emerging from his marine kingdom. It was all going well until suddenly Cato acted strangely. He began disobeying commands and refusing cues, and with no warning, he just stopped before the
Honestly, how are you?
He kept bobbing up and down in the water alongside Alexis.
It's like all
Alexis tried to stunt again, but tumbled as Cato leaned to one side. Alexis wondered why Cato was misbehaving. He knew it was possible. Regardless of years of training, an orca is still a wild beast. They too, like all wild animals, can become unpredictable. Alexis did not realize that Cato was about to transform from Cato
voices in my head.
Cato Brian then shouted a command to Cato, which he obeyed. The whale was promptly rewarded with a bucket of fish. That did give Alexis hope, and he tried again. He would ride Cato down into the tank, and then pull up onto the stage. The whale dragged him deeper into the 14-meter enclosure as soon as he went under. It forced Alexis to abandon the dive. At that moment,
alright guys, I'm so happy. Don't mind the TV in the back though. So this is actually the very first time ever making a video.
Cato blocked the way. That move,
as you can tell, I'm a trendsetter. I'm trying to get to top model.
Martinez might have even guessed that he was about to die.
It's going.
Alexis waited for Cato to calm down, begin swimming towards the pool's edge. Yet again, Cato blocked his path. The giant killer whale leaned into the train, just as a killer whale in the wild leans into its victim, trapping them so they can't escape. By now, alarm bells had to have been ringing in Alexis' ear. Something was wrong, and he had to escape the tank fast. His life depended on it. He requested a stage call via underwater tom, but something still needed to be done. Cato was not responding.
Alright guys, that's it.